This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey, Carl, do that Nora Jones rendition you got for me.
All across the endless sea, I would die in ecstasy.
Yes.
That'll deeply blinded.
Welcome to XOXO Gossip Kings.
The Nora Jones edition.
Yeah.
I only know one of her songs.
Carl, when I first met Carl, I was sitting in a cafeteria, and I was sitting by myself, and he walked up to me singing Nora Jones, and we've been friends ever since.
That'd be a weird ass meet cute.
I was like, I like Nora Jones.
Hey, what's up, my man? You like Nora Jones? Hey, my man. My man. Take your headphones off.
Why you asking
hey,
me
my
that?
man.
Why you
Put your
asking
headphones
me?
on.
Yeah, the big joints on.
Hey, my man. Take your headphone off.
Yeah, it's come away with me. I'm sorry. It's come away with me. And
You like Nora Jones, my man? You want some of these fries, my man?
Yo, man.
What was the dopest lunch that your high school served?
Oh, hot links for sure. It was basically the closer we got to hot wings, which was like a chicken leg dripped in like what I would probably think is Frank's Red Hot sauce. So they would drip them in Frank's Red Hot, and it was like 2 chicken legs and then French fries. She was great.
That was like the lunch that everybody was like.
Yeah, when we went crazy for that. And
See,
that
in
was
Los Angeles, our lunch was not cooked at the school. It was like brought in by truck, and they just fucking put it in.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. So school lunch was not good here.
That's nasty.
At least if you went to public school in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There were things that we got used to, like in the morning, like they would give us these coffee cakes. Them shits used to hit.
Why did they do that? You think it
chanclas.
saved money or something?
Chanclitas.
Did y'all have chocolate milk?
We did have chocolate milk. Yeah.
What, you think they still have milk in school the same way we did? Milk was like a big
oat milk in
thing.
school now because everybody's woke.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
I hate that shit. I hate woke culture. I ain't getting no more vaccines. I told you.
I'm going to sleep. I'm
not getting the monkeypox vaccine.
Yo, Carl, you gotta get that shit before I give it to you. I'm sitting here with monkeypox, but I don't got COVID though. I just got tested for COVID. I'm clean as a whistle.
I've been tested
Let me tell you
twice
something.
this week for COVID.
I went to Vegas with my man. Me and Carl went to Vegas, partied all night. I went to the club, partied all night.
Yeah.
I was really nervous when I came in the studio today, but guess what? The kid is negative because COVID can't touch me. But that monkeypox though,
Monkeypox.
I just don't even want to talk about it.
I've been watching a lot of videos online of like people
Chicken
getting
pox?
too close to monkey cages and the monkeys grabbing their ass. and monkeys grip strong.
Oh yeah, they'll grab your ass. Monkeys is pretty aggressive, you know. Also, like I feel like that we disrespecting the monkeys right now by calling this disease that.
Yeah.
They ain't had shit to do with it.
Let's call this shit what it's really known as the white man pox.
Yeah. You, my brother, have the white man's pox. I seen it. It got blisters in your asshole.
You got
That's how
blisters
the white
on your
man does it to it. And he walking around, drinking the white man's milk, sucking it down, and now you got the pox.
Yeah. Clay is
want no
mad at us.
parts
He's
of it.
not laughing. Clay is back, y'all.
Yeah.
Your favorite Clay.
Clay 47. Casey. Now,
Casey,
don't
Clay.
you think it's a coincidence that as we're talking about the white man's monkeypox, the white man in this room had technical difficulties?
Yeah. Said that the machine was flashing. I tell you what's flashing. The system.
I'm blinded by it.
Blinded
I
by
can't
the system.
see.
The system is showing me his titties right now.
Yeah. It's like New Orleans out here.
Yeah.
The white man's system, I threw beads at it and it's flashing at me. I don't want to see the
Ain't never
the
no technical
system's
difficulties
titties.
when our black sister queen from Thailand, Rochelle.
Yeah, when she's in here, it's all smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing.
But the whites, man.
You hear those familiar laughs? Clay and AK are back in the house.
Back
for
in the
us.
house.
Rochelle is away.
Yeah.
She's got prom this weekend.
Yeah, she's got a big date. She said she's nominated to be prom queen.
Yeah.
She's going to the dance with the captain of the football team. It's crazy.
His name's Jax Jockman.
Yeah. He's got a scholarship to USC. He's going to make it. He's going to be a good football player.
University of Spoiled Children.
Is that a real
That's
anecdote?
Because it's expensive to go there.
Well, so what's UCLA? I always felt like the spoiled one. To me.
Under construction, like always.
What?
That's a real one because they always build this shit over there. I used to work there. I
That
used to work
felt
at
like
UCLA. I was an educator.
you was a teacher there.
Solve it. I'm not giving traditional grades this season.
You see this?
You see this?
I want you to
Who made
solve
this?
it.
Who did this on my chalkboard?
You was like Robin Williams and
I was
Dead
good
Poet
with hunting,
Society.
'cause I worked in maintenance there.
Oh,
Walking
it was
through the
you was
halls
a janitor?
doing math problems on the wall. Nobody can solve this.
You know what'd be funny?
Pythagoras' asshole.
We should like dress up like janitors and go to school and do and solve
do math.
problems.
I'm bad at math though.
They were like, these janitors don't know shit.
These janitors have never seen these many numbers on the board.
Shit,
These janitors wrote these scripts.
man. Yeah. We just walk in. The janitors turned into the new Marvel movie. Shit's great. So yeah, I was telling the AK-47 that Carl Tart we got some spot-its this week.
Boy, do I got some spot-its for y'all.
I want to hear it
ass.
all. I just want to sit back and relax, drink my juice, because I want to know it all.
So, a fearsome foursome went to Vegas last week, during the week, midweek. That's what happens when you have jobs in entertainment. You can go to Vegas Wednesday through Friday.
Midweek gangsters.
Midweek. You ain't got to go on the weekend. Weekends were made for Michelob. We were here drinking Michelob.
What's your thoughts on Michelob? You like that?
My family used to drink Michelob when I was a kid. I've actually never. I think I've had like one Michelob. Open.
Yeah.
You like Michelob? Clay's a beer man.
I don't think I've ever had Michelob.
Yeah, we should get some Michelob.
I used to hate Michelob, but
Can we send Marissa to get us some Michelob?
yeah, Marissa, the boys need Michelob. Go out there, yeah, Anya, go out there and say, the boys need Michelob. She's gonna be like, fuck y'all.
All right, so we get to Vegas, right? It's hot, 108 degrees.
So hot. I got a full sweatsuit on.
I know.
I always
Lamar
forget
chose
that it's
to
hot
wear
out there.
The thickest sweatsuit. Me, Lamar, our other buddy Casey Faye, and our other buddy Drew Singh.
Yeah.
If y'all watch Good Trouble, you know Drew as Raj.
Right. That's his name in that show?
Yeah.
Raj?
Because every Indian person on television name
Yeah,
is
it's
Raj.
Raj or
It's
Taj.
crazy. I asked, I was like, wait, how do you feel about that? Every time but you know what name comes up for me a lot in
What's that?
auditions? Gary.
For you, really?
Yeah.
I always get Marcus or
It's
or
Marcus,
Jamal.
Gary for black dudes. But for Indian guys, a lot of Raj. But he plays Raj on Good Trouble. You guys know
Which
him.
is kind of like New Girl in a way.
Well,
I mean, not New Girl, kind of like Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
That show.
Yeah,
It's like a young version of it.
more adulty. But y'all will meet him on this pod, and y'all will meet Casey Faye on this pod too. If you've watched commercials, you've seen Casey Faye. Anyway, we all out there. And the meaning of the trip is to just get a little getaway, but also check out some Summer League basketball. NBA season is in the off season right now. All the rookies and other fringe guys in the league are playing in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
2 weeks of basketball.
So it's like
And
everybody's
there because everybody comes to watch. So that first week is a star-studded event because All-Star Weekend is happening in too many cold weather cities. Like last year, All-Star Weekend was in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And that's in February.
Oh, it was? Yeah.
So don't
That
nobody want to go
sucks.
to Cleveland in February.
Yeah.
But Vegas is fun for everybody in it.
Yeah.
So that's now becoming like the place to be. Summer League is becoming a place. But we went the second week when it's
that was the second week? I
yeah.
didn't know that. But we still, like right off the plane, we saw a couple cats.
Yeah.
Who do we see
as soon
first?
as we get off the plane, walking in the airport, in Harry Reid International Airport, formerly known as McCarran.
Shout out to Harry Reid.
Shout out to
Rest
Harry
in peace.
Reid. Harry Reid was a state senator of Nevada who got the name changed from McCarran because McCarran was a superhuman racist.
For real, he did that?
Oh, yeah. And then he died
And he
2 weeks
changed it to
later.
his own name?
He changed his own name.
That's cool, though.
Because he's not racist.
He's like, let's change it to somebody who's not racist. Me.
How about me?
Harry Reid.
I don't know.
But Harry Reid was that dude. He was the Nancy Pelosi before Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. Senator Harry Reid. So he wore kente cloth and took a knee.
That's what he was wearing when he changed it. I named this airport Harry Reid International.
But Jerry Stackhouse.
Right off the bat.
Right in the airport, Jerry Stackhouse.
Yeah.
Right? We going through and we get to our hotels, and me and Lamar go grab some Hattie B's hot chicken from inside the Cosmopolitan,
Yeah.
and then I get spotted.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
That was crazy. Because I've seen Carl get spotted a couple times, but it's usually like, hey, ain't you, what's the name?
Yeah.
But this spot, it was a real spotted where it was like, yo, I thought that was, he was like, I'm a fan. I watched the show. He knew all the episodes. Like, he knew everything. He knew the whole
I'm going to leave you alone after this one.
Yeah. He's like, I want to, that one part where you wore all the white. Hold on, I'm going to leave you alone after this one.
Yeah.
You wear the white when they spilled it on you? After this, I'm going to leave you alone.
Yeah. That's cool, though. You don't have to leave me alone. You can continue to tell me how much you love my work. I love to hear it.
Yeah, so that was a cool spot because it was like, oh, he actually like is really a fan.
Really a fan
and
of
he
the
was
show.
really respectful too.
Usually people go, hey, ain't you Sam Richardson?
Yeah. Like, ain't you Sam?
Hey, wait a minute. I know who you are.
Yeah.
Ain't you Lil Rel?
Keeping it real with Lil Rel. Don't you do a podcast? That's what people call me, the other guy on Lil Rel's podcast. Like, ain't you the guy from Keeping It Real with Lil Rel? Nah, man. That's somebody else.
Yeah. And so then that night, we get out in the streets and I'm seeing everybody. And there's a laundry list of players. So go ahead and do your Googles right now. Folks, get your pen and pad out
Yeah.
so you can know who these people are.
Because some of them I ain't even know. Some of them I did know, but they was pointing them out. Him and Casey would point them out to me because it was crazy. Like, first of all, imagine going to a city where there's just an unusual amount of NBA players there.
Yeah.
Everybody is over 10 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet tall. So, like, even if you don't know who they are, you're like, all right, that guy's really tall.
Yeah, he really tall and he's in shape.
Yeah.
We saw a few. Remember, we saw the one kid who was walking into the sports book area, and I was like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be going back there. He's betting on games."
Yeah, he was like a tall dude with dreads and tattoos. So you're like, that looked like an NBA player. He was going to the thing where you bet on basketball games, and then we were behind him. We were like, this dude's really about to bet on the game. Yeah. And then he turned around and he tried to do that thing where he's like,
pizza.
yeah.
What is
I was looking for the pizza spot.
What are these made of? Dough? And it's like,
is this gluten free? I just wanted to make sure before I eat it. I got a game tomorrow.
But I saw him. I did see him at the gym, but he wasn't playing. I think he's injured. But I don't know who that was. Young guy. Yeah. But a lot of young, you see these guys, like we was at the craps tables, at the other crap table next to us, the $100 limit table. Yeah. These young G League guys was, at the crap table, and I said, hey, you guys shouldn't be gambling your money because y'all don't make that much. Yeah. And your contracts are not guaranteed.
I know. You guys are being reckless out here.
It was one of the guys that I seen from the Knicks that plays on the Knicks G League team that was at the crap table. A couple other guys that was around them. But the players that I recognized that I know were like Mac McClung, who's a young white kid who jumps real high. He walked by.
Which is very rare.
You can Google him.
Don't believe that movie when they tell you.
Yeah,
it's very rare.
When they say white men can't jump, Google
believe that movie.
Ever Mac McClung much? Because he can jump very high. He's not that. We're the same height.
Oh,
so
really?
He's not the tallest person.
Can you jump pretty high when you play?
When I played, I could jump. I was. I
had real bad
vertical. Post on Instagram videos of me dunking. I still got them. I still watch them every night and cry. Because I can't do it no more. Knees too bad now. But
yeah, my knees is fucked up.
We saw Shaq's son, Sharif O'Neal.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
When'd y'all see him?
I saw him that same night when we were walking.
Oh shit. So I thought it was interesting to see because it was like just happened, but because I didn't know who he was before the finals, but we saw the coach of the Boston Celtics.
Oh yes, we saw Ime Udoka. He was.
I thought it was very cool to see him as somebody who's like, I'm like, wow, this is a good coach.
Yeah, Nia Long's husband. We saw a guy chase him down the escalator. My man, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he was running after him.
But and then we got to the Alibi. That's our spot at the Aria. Yeah, and they was all up in there. We saw Ja Morant's father.
Yeah, he was in there.
He was getting it in.
I hope y'all writing this down.
Yeah,
because if I see you in public, I say, what's the spot is from that weekend? Y'all better be able to name them like this. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Ja Morant's dad. Yeah.
T. Morant is his name. T-E-E. Morant.
He was getting it too.
He was getting it in.
You know what?
Jason Terry was in there. Huh?
You know, it'd be a cool TV show, like a show about like NBA a reality,
dads?
Yeah, like NBA dads, like how they do Housewives or whatever. Yeah, because they're always cool. Like
so many of them finally came back from getting cigarettes once they sons made it to the NBA.
Yeah. They're all like, "Hey man, what's good?"
Yeah,
because they all have that energy. Like they look like when we saw Ja Rust, he just looked like he was having the time of his life.
Jason Terry was in there. That was cool. A bunch of other guys who were really tall that probably played or play at a certain point. I saw DeJounte Murray. Hope you're writing this down. DeJounte Murray was there. We saw, who else? A ton of other guys. Dennis Smith. Not Dennis Smith. What's Dennis' last
Hopper.
name? Yeah, we saw Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper's going to the G League. He said he wants to be in the G League.
Let me see what this guy's name was. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of them I didn't know. You know, I followed basketball a little bit, but I knew. Did you say you saw Tracy McGrady?
I saw Tracy McGrady before.
It's so crazy because I realized I almost feel like I followed basketball more when I was younger because the name that stands out to me the most, or the most excited name, is that Jerry Stackhouse.
Yeah. Well, I came back to the club and told y'all the most next exciting thing, and I could not wait to say it. This is one of those moments that you have that you like. It's something that nobody will ever believe, but it truly happened to me, and I didn't know how to take it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for those of you who know, we work in entertainment. I'm not really starstruck by most of the people that we be around. You know what I mean? I went to the Nope premiere last night. Saw a ton of people at the Nope premiere. You know?
I want to know those spotteds.
Oh, that spotted. Now those spotted. Steph Curry, another basketball player.
Hey,
Steph Curry was there. Spotted him. Of course, we spotted the stars of the movie: Daniel Kaluuya, Stephen Yeun, Miss Keke Palmer.
Oh, she was up in there?
Jordan Peele, Chelsea Peretti, his wife, and amazing comedian. I don't want to minimize her to just being his wife. Amazing
hilarious.
Comedian.
Yeah.
Hilarious comedian. A bunch of people, you know.
Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish. My brothers Ike Barinholtz and Nick Kroll. Those are my pals now. Yeah.
And then was Lena Waithe there?
Probably. I didn't see her. Dennis Scott is the other player I saw. But hold on now. Because this was the real humdinger of a fucking spotted.
Okay.
So I'm in the bathroom. You know me. I'm getting my pee on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know me. I stay in the bathroom getting my pee on. Urination skills.
Yeah, because I got
through
anxiety.
the roof, baby.
Every time I get anxiety, I got to pee.
Every time, maybe the bladder be full, and I'd be like, strong pee. You know what I'm saying?
The strong black man's pee. That pee is a resistance to monkeypox.
And I swear to y'all, this story happened. I would not lie to the gossip royalty.
I feel like I don't know this story. Did you
I
tell
came
me
back
this?
and told you, yeah, but we were pretty drunk at this point. However, so I'm there. I'm at the urinal. I'm wrapping things up. You know, doing my normal 3 shakes, because if you shake it more than 3 times, you're just playing with it at that point. And
I'm not sure that's true. I disagree with that.
That's what Anya's face is saying right now. I'm not sure that's true. Anya, I was wearing khakis, Anya. You got just playing.
I gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful when you're wearing khakis. Anyway,
Follow the drips.
so the door opens up, and somebody walks in to the bathroom as normal, as happens a public restroom. And I look over, and I do a double take. Next to me, standing 6'8", with a big salt and pepper afro, in all his glory, at the urinal, you know, one miss and then the next one.
Yeah.
And I hear this booming voice goes, "What's up, man?" And I look over and I see him. I say, "Hey, how you doing, brother?" And I walk
Now I
out.
remember.
And you know who this man was?
Who?
Wait, first, before I say, "Hey, how you doing, brother?" He looks over into my urinal and says, "That's a championship dick." I should know. I got 6 of them.
Oh, that's a clue.
That's a clue.
That's a clue, ladies and gentlemen. Who is
The
he talking
man
about?
who I saw standing next to me at the urinal who told me I have a championship dick was none other than Mr. Scottie Pippen.
Wow.
Humdinger.
Yeah.
Humdinger. I couldn't believe it.
You
Now,
did not-
one of those
I
details
completely
may not
forgot
be
you
true in
told
that
me
story,
that.
but I will tell you. It was Scottie Pippen standing next to me at the urinal. It's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
That's the best spot of the whole weekend.
I didn't know that. Maybe I was drunk. I think you did say that, but I think I was like, man, quit bullshitting, Carl. And I was drunk like
I
this.
could not, bro. I could because his son's playing for the Lakers summer league.
Oh.
I could not believe it, bro.
He was like, that's a
It's
championship
fucking
dick.
Scottie Pippen. That's a championship dick you got there, hanging down.
I can't believe you saw Scottie Pippen in a bathroom.
Don't shake it too many times.
That's
'cause
what's
then
so
you're just playing with
crazy.
it.
if you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with it.
And you can't be playing with your championship dick in the middle
You
of
ever
a
have
casino.
trouble? You ever feel? What if he was like, you ever feel invincible when the motion detector doesn't work for you? Makes me feel like I'm a ghost.
Why they got these motion detector sinks in the casino? Because they don't never work.
Yeah.
The water don't never come out. Your hands just full of soap.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with all this soap on your hands?
It doesn't make any sense.
And I said, do I ask for a picture now?
Man,
No
if you would have got
pictures,
a
man.
picture, my man, in the bathroom with a by
At
the
the urinal
urinal
going like this.
That would have been so tight. Did you didn't ask him though?
No, I just said, hey, how you doing, brother? Because what do you do in that situation? It's Scottie fucking Pippen.
That's
I
what
can't
you-
ask him for a picture. We peeing.
That's what you do. No, you say, hey, I know we peeing right now.
No, you think I get a selfie?
Let me get a selfie.
I won't
by
get your
it.
dick in the picture,
I just want to get it. I just want to get it by the urinal where we met, so people know I'm not lying.
Anya, what do you do in that situation?
Anya, that's too much water. Stop it. All right, can I say something like could be considered sexist for a second? No, my friend made this joke and it just made me laugh, and I just want to know if this is a problematic joke or not. But he was like, he feels like women are drinking too much water. But he feels like all his female friends be having a big ass water jug. Is it just like? Do y'all notice that shit?
That's such like a stand-up take.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
Women drinking too much water these days.
Women be drinking too much water. Nah, I don't know. It's stupid.
It's because women know how to take care of themselves.
That's probably what it
Shut your
is.
ass up, Anya.
But I do. It is funny because I do notice it, but then I'm like, it is like a thing where I'm like, we all should probably be doing that. But I'm like, it is weird that you guys have. It's like y'all figured it out and didn't tell the men.
I don't drink
that
no
we should be
water.
doing
I
this.
drink
No, we tell you. You
A&W
don't
root beer
listen.
zero all day.
Just a big ass root beer zero,
Yeah,
and it got the measurement
Anyway,
still.
Scottie Pippen.
You be peeing all day.
all day, and it's brown.
Anyway,
You're not well.
I can't believe you saw him in the store. You're like,
That's
hey, you
just
doing,
crazy.
brother?
So what? I'd like y'all opinion on this because I could like in that moment you wanna give that person his flowers. We
Yeah.
both know. I know who you are, man. I know you're Scottie Pippen,
Yeah.
bro. But I look at you. He addressed me first. That's the great. He said,
What did he
"What's
say?
up, man?"
He said that Nick Dick was
and the
popping.
dick was championship style. I should know. I have 6 of them.
Yeah.
He's got 6 dicks. One for each ring.
That'd be insane.
I can't weigh in because, and this is something I don't understand about men versus women.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's like to have to pee next to somebody.
Don't y'all piss in a big trough in the women's bathroom?
I'm just all the
I
water.
know what you mean. Like, I feel like in a women's bathroom is probably actually less weird because, like, y'all go to the bathroom together all the
And
time.
there's always a couch. So if you saw Scottina Pippen in the bathroom,
Hey, Scottina.
if you saw Larsa Pippen, his ex-wife that cheated on him with all those players, if you see Larsa Pippen in the bathroom, y'all can sit on that couch and kiki.
That's what I'm saying. You're not like naked in front of them, and you guys are naked at that moment.
We're not naked. That's what zippers are for.
You
your
you
dick's
going through the
out.
zipper? You don't pull your pants down?
I don't pull my pants down.
I pull my whole pants.
like I'm
in
in
the bathroom, my
kindergarten.
pants are at my ankles.
Like I'm in kindergarten. That should be the most awkward shit. You walk
You know
into a
what's funny?
bathroom
Not
as
to
an
get
adult,
too
you just see a
nasty,
little
but-
kid in there with his pants all the way down. It's like, man, where's the kid's dad? You immediately gotta get out of the bathroom.
Get this kid out of
Get
here.
somebody, can this
I
kid get
always
some
feel like
adult
the dad
supervision?
is telling, I remember something, when you get in there, pull your pants all the way down.
So
I
you
ain't
don't
gonna
get
go in there
no
with
pee
you,
on
though.
your pants. I'm not gonna go in there with you. You're a big boy. And then you get in there, this kid's got his ass out peeing, and he's like, "Can you help me?" I'm like, "No, I can't help you."
Ass out. Ass out. Ass out. Front back. Peeing. Ass
like-
out.
You know,
Your dicks were out.
at a certain point, both of our dicks are out. Both me and Scottie Pippen's
That's,
dicks
so I feel
were
like I can't
out.
wait. I don't understand.
Deep
what
in the
you do.
urine. I go all the way in, like that. So nobody sees it.
Your butt be have always it's like no symmetry. It's like your butt is perpendicular with the two sides. Pippen was probably 5 feet out.
He was standing back at the stall like this.
What if he put his leg up and it's right on your fucking stall?
Hey, my man, Scott. Scott is splashing, Scott.
Yeah.
But no, I felt like I couldn't do anything but just greet him back. I couldn't say
Yeah.
big fan. He's peeing.
Yeah, I feel like
Hey man, big fan.
I got two minds of this. On the one hand, I'm like, you know, I understand. I probably would have done exactly what you did. Like literally to the T, I would have said, "How you doing, brother?" 'Cause that's my go-to. Whenever I see a famous person, especially an older one, I'm like, "Hey, what's going on, man?"
Yeah,
It's like you get real proper focus.
Yeah.
But then when I told you when I met Craig Robinson, I was afraid to go talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, man, I'm never gonna see this guy. I mean, I might see him again, but life is short.
And that's a person like we work with, so it's
but
easier.
Still, but I think this is easier to me because he's really famous. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he's probably like, I bet he walked out like, I wonder what I got in. I want to get a picture.
Yeah, or like at least say more than
Yeah.
what?
Do you guys go wash your hands after?
Yeah.
So say it there.
I couldn't. He would have known that I was waiting for him because I was finishing
gotta go
right as he
real
was
slow.
starting.
Okay,
But he
that's-
would have known.
that's
He would have known
weird.
what I was doing. He's like, you don't like wash your hands this long. We stopped singing happy birthday
Okay,
twice.
If I, hey, you sang happy birthday at least 4 or 5 times
You're,
over
you're
there.
COVID cautious. That's
Yeah, hey, I'm
That's the other
COVID
thing.
cause I
That
had to
is a
sing happy
little.
birthday
That
twice.
does make it weirder too, because I don't want to shake nobody's hand, and if we ain't washed our hands yet,
I'm not gonna shake his hand, but I would have. I felt like I missed an opportunity to at least say like, "Hey man, you're a legend."
You should. Yeah, you could say like, yeah, that would have been nice.
But
Yeah.
then also, it's also like you don't want to be a groupie when we in the same space at this point. We all going to the Alibi.
Was he up there?
Yeah, they nothing but NBA players and prostitutes in there.
It was everywhere.
Hey, Anya, you giving me that look?
Look, this should
Let's
be
see.
clear.
The workers was working.
Hey, look, they be out here working.
It was working in Vegas. I'm just saying.
No, here's what I'm wondering. If you saw him again, and would you be like, "Hey, do you remember me? Was in the bathroom?"
Hey man, do you remember I was in the bathroom with you? Hey Scotty, you remember
you
me?
like unzipped. Do you remember me now?
Now, if he had been like, man, I know you, man, when you was wearing the all white and they put the,
Yeah.
then that would have been like a perfect opportunity.
But you
when
coulda said-
celebrities know who you are, that shit is dope. Another spotted from last night at the party.
Uh-huh.
Their first name is Carl. Carl Clemens Hopkins is their name, and I met them. Fan of the show on Hacks.
Wow.
From Hacks.
Oh, yeah, they're great. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So they liked you,
Yeah.
man. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the next level of spotted when it's like
Well, let me
people
make sure
that
it's Pro
you
Am.
are a fan of that you're watching is like when I saw the Ed Helms thing. That's like tight to me because like that's the dude from Hangover.
Oh, he was
and
him,
He's
so
like
it's cool.
watching the show. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the guy from Hangover likes the show.
That was
that
tight. I told you about that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's
I don't know if we talked about that on here, but Ed Helms came up to me and was
Yeah.
like, love you on the show. I was like,
Yeah.
man, thank you, Ed Helms.
Should we take a break and talk about Gossip Girl?
We'll take a break and talk about Gossip Girl. We'll be right back after these messages. And we're back. We're back. That was a long... That was a long spotted section.
Yeah. That might be the
And
regular.
I do have to leave. Blair is dreaming again.
I know. This is a crazy one
That was
because she's like
crazy-ass
playing
dream,
two
playing
people.
two characters in the dream. What does it mean?
What movie was this reference?
Yeah, what was this? What's the Seder Anything?
Is it Say Anything?
Is it Say Anything?
Oh,
What's the
maybe it's a reference to Say Anything.
Say Der Anything.
But it's a Seder instead. You ever been to a Seder?
I have been to a Seder.
Here it comes.
What do
What
you think about
about
this? Let me get in my bag. boy. Let me tell you about the Seder.
shit.
I think I've been to a Seder. What's the Friday night joint?
Yeah, it's Seder.
Yeah,
Or no,
yeah.
that's Sabbath.
The Sabbath.
Not Sabbath. Nah.
But it's
nah,
sometimes
it was,
the Seder is
it's
on a
called,
Sabbath.
What's the dinner called?
Seder, yeah.
Yeah, I've been to one.
When you had the matzah and the wine.
Yeah, we had all that.
Let me tell you, they was disrespecting Elijah up in this episode.
That's where Elijah's supposed to sit. I was dying. Hey, let me tell you something. Now, for starters, I don't know if this episode was a complete humdinger. We'll see how I feel afterwards.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I will say I was laughing at this. This was one of the
episode was very
funnier
funny.
episodes.
Eleanor is hilarious too. She
Yeah.
was killing it. Like she literally was like, "We could just talk about it since we wasted half the episode."
I know.
talking about it."
No, we got a lot to go through, but it's a short one that we can.
I think
Like every line is like one line. So Blair dreaming again. She gonna be because I'm like every scene was like so. It was one of them quick ones.
gotcha.
I was having a hard time. So Wallace Shaw making a brisket for the Seder. Blair mom come in and say it smelling good. I'm like, he ain't started cooking it yet. The raw meat smell good? Shut your ass up,
Yeah,
Eleanor.
Eleanor don't know shit about Seder. She was like, I feel like she didn't even know he was Jewish till this point. She was like, what is this?
What is it?
I never seen someone have no idea what it's like, just so clueless about.
Waldorf women are not socialites. She said that. I wonder if we need to hang on to that. Because Blair is trying to be
Interesting.
like, she's talking about all these leagues and stuff that she's
Oh,
trying to
that
get
is
into.
like be interesting because like it was that. Well, we'll get to it because I want to. It was interesting how like they kind of at the Vanderbilt wedding they kind of like put Blair down, like almost like it's like because I was thinking for a second I kind of was getting mad at Nate, like did Nate diss Vanessa so we could have Blair? You know what I mean? It felt like he was like, I need Blair for this type of shit. But then they was like, Blair ain't shit in this world. She not even. So the Waldorfs don't even compete with the Vanderbilts. It was kind of cool seeing like, damn, they not even rich enough for the Vanderbilt.
Crazy,
lifestyle.
right?
That's crazy.
Waldorf
money.
women are not socialized. So Serena's back. Chuck giving her the Chuck on her head. He on her helmito.
Yeah. What,
And
what
he's
you
like, I
been
saw
up?
Poppy at a bar.
Yeah,
What was you
that's
doing over
strange.
there? Because Poppy wasn't over there. What was you doing over there? Poppy wasn't over there.
Serena did something. She
Yeah,
had
Serena
a humdinger.
did something. She lying.
What if she
Serena
was like,
lying.
I had a humdinger?
Yeah, I had a humdinger, Chuck. So Nate and Blair kissing, and he tells Blair he got into Columbia. And she wants him to go to Yale.
Right.
And she trying to go, but here's what I'm tripping off of. So I guess what her plan is like, I'm gonna take 1 year off because I'm on the wait list.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
take a
then
year.
try to go
But
next.
then I thought she wasn't getting in the Yale. I thought it wasn't happening because of what she did to my boo Miss Carr.
I don't know. I guess she was pretty much, maybe she was hoping for it. It sounds like she don't have a good plan yet. It sounds like her plan's kind of half-assed. But she don't really have a plan because she wasn't even gonna go to NYU because while LaShawn was like, I'll get you an NYU.
Oh yeah, that's what he was saying
Yeah.
in the beginning. Like I can talk to somebody over at NYU for
Yeah.
you. And she was like, I'm trying to do that. Trying to
I'm
go
trying
Yale.
to go to Yale with my boyfriend Nate.
Yeah, so she didn't get into the socialite group either because the girl walked over, the girl who Tripp is marrying.
Okay, so that's what I'll tell you. So you know the homie. I think he'll be okay if I say this. You know Noah, my homie Noah from New Girl. That's his ex-girlfriend. That girl.
You kidding?
Yeah, crazy, right? So I know, and by default, I know her.
Wow.
That's my spotty. Cause they were dating for a while. She was cool though.
That's tight.
Yeah, crazy.
Anecdotes.
But it was crazy because like I didn't, like I said, all these people I was meeting and knowing, but I hadn't watched Gossip Girl yet. So I'm watching it after the fact.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That's wild. We all out here.
we out here.
Now Nate's grandpa looks at Blair like, what's got going on over there?
Yeah, let me sit next to you.
Yeah,
you know,
he got something
kiki with
going
you a little
on.
bit.
But he didn't look at it. He just looked at him. You caught it. That was a good shot. You know that rack focus on Blair on
Racks
Nate's
on
granddaddy.
rack focus.
So we back at Roof Dog Industries. Jenny got a dude over there. Who's little
Yeah, who the
boy
fuck
Jenny
is,
got
what's
over
his name? Trip? Oh, no, his name is
Trap.
Trap. His name is Zip. Zap.
Zop. I didn't know who he was, but she got a little dude over there. It's like, and he's like, man, it's like a weird like Dan and Serena situation because
Yeah.
like that dude knew Jenny and was always about Jenny, but didn't
Right.
think he could get at her because she was sitting on the steps
So
of the
popular.
Met.
Yeah.
She was too popular.
Yeah,
Back in
so
the
now
day.
he's like kind of was tutoring her in that moment though.
Yeah, they working, but she like him, so they broke his hell.
Yeah.
Dan not gonna be able to go to college. He gonna have to get a job. But Rufus is like, don't get a job.
I got this.
I got it.
son. Let me tell you something. I got this.
My mom used to do the same thing though. I used to want to get a job so bad when I was in high school, just so I could buy shoes.
Yeah.
Cause I was tired of wearing the same pair of shoes every day. My mom did the best she could. She
didn't
was
want you to
no.
work?
She didn't want me to work. She was like,
Hey,
no,
my
you
mom's
gonna
the
play.
opposite.
She's like, you gonna play sports or you gonna do music. Like she was like, those are the two things that you're gonna focus on. You're
That's
not
really
gonna
nice.
get a job. I was like, but Ma,
My mom
I
made
ain't
me
got
get
no
a
hoes.
How am I supposed to take these hoes
I
out
got
for
no
chicken wings and
fits.
fries?
Chicken wings and fries.
But yeah,
I got no fits, Ma.
My mom made me work immediately. She was like, "Get a job."
Really?
I've been working since I was 15, and then the place got robbed. She was traumatic. I worked at a drugstore, Eckerd's drugstore. I guess it's like Rite Aid.
I know
Right
Eckerd's.
Aid.
We had it in the South.
Yeah,
it was like,
yeah. So I was working there. Now that I think about it, I think that shit was an inside job so I was working at late night, and then the manager, he was this cool dude. I ain't gonna say his name just in case this nigga might get in the RICO charge.
Independent litigation.
he probably in the YSL
Yeah.
RICO by now. So then I'm working, and he tells I work the front register, and he's like, Lamar, come to the back, or come help me pull up the stock in the back. Which I thought was weird. At the time, I didn't think about it, but looking back, I'm like, it's kind of weird that he would tell me to leave the register like that. So I go up there, I come back, everything. Oh my God, see, it's bringing up too much for me. Then I'm sitting there, and ringing people up. It's probably like an hour later, and we're about to close. We close the whole thing, and all of a sudden, I see my manager. And this dude with a black mask on and everything had a gun to him and was walking him out with a bag. And then, like, the manager looked like we just got robbed, basically. and then he ran out, and then I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, we just got robbed. And then, but I was like, oh, I was still in high school, man. And then I'm like, man, I was like, Mom, I gotta quit. And she was like, man, get your ass back to work. No, no, but yeah, I've been working. She made me work immediately.
Did you have to help out at home?
Yeah, I was paying bills and shit. I was the man. I was the man of the house. I had to take care of my 2 little sisters.
Yeah,
but
my mom didn't. She like, I don't know if it was like an ego thing or something like that. I was like, let me just get like a day. Let me just get like a 4-hour-a-week job just so I can have enough money to buy a pair of Air Force Ones.
Yeah, that's
all I
interesting.
wanted.
Yeah, maybe she was just like
She wanted me to.
no, but it worked out because you got a scholarship.
I got a scholarship.
I think
Play a little basketball.
that was probably I found it when I was playing football. Like that was immediately when I quit because I quit football sophomore year. That was the transition. It was like if you ain't playing sports, it was like you got to go to work.
You ain't just gonna be in the house.
And now I had no excuse.
Was you coming home every day after school, like immediately?
Yeah, pretty much, or going to smoke weed with the homies.
Yeah,
like
see,
I was.
you gotta get a job.
Yeah. Because I was like, once I quit football, it was like I started hanging out with the potheads.
Hanging out with the potheads down by the lake.
There's no potheads in this school.
Yeah, I know.
In
Nobody's
Constance.
smoking weed at Constance Fry.
They all drink martinis and whiskey and shit.
Which is worse.
Yeah.
So Blair and Grandpa talking. He talking that talk. He getting at her, boy. I thought he was about to be like, you and Nate don't work out. Big granddad over here,
You're like,
don't call me Vanderbilt for nothing.
Oh my goodness.
He wants her to convince Nate to go to Columbia. 'Cause he got him into Columbia. No. He wants him to go to Yale.
At first, I thought this was a setup. I thought she was testing Blair to see if she was loyal.
Yeah, maybe. Nate got into Columbia on his own.
Yeah, which is dope.
And he was like, nah, I just got in as on my own merit, on my own grades, on my own. Yeah, and then, but Grandpa was like, nah, man, you got to go to Yale because you about to be a politician with your swoop-de-doob haircut.
Yeah, and then she's like, no way. Like, her first instinct was right. She was like, that's his decision.
That's his decision.
And then
he was like,
Granddaddy Vanderbilt, he's like, you still trying to go to Yale?
Yeah, because I got some connections over there. Also, you still trying to be in the Justice League or whatever it's called.
Or whatever.
You trying to be in that shit? And she's like, yeah. He's like, all right then. Well, I can make a couple calls. She's like, well, I want to be a bridesmaid too. He's like, why don't we walk to the front of the church?
Yeah. And
that's crazy that wife, that lady just has to like have all these bridesmaids she don't know.
that is insane.
Yeah.
She's just like, all right, I guess you're a bridesmaid now.
All right, well, we walking this way. Here's your dresses.
Trippy.
So Wallace Shawn get a call from Serena. She needs a lawyer.
Man, so, I was like, this is why I knocked it down. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I did that because in that moment I was like, humdinger. But then when I found out what it was, I was like,
yeah, that shit was fart. We need a fart bell too.
Yeah, it was like kind of weak. It was. It was. I thought it was gonna be way worse. Like I thought I guess she already killed somebody, so whatever.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be something like that.
I killed 2 people. I thought she had killed somebody, too, when she came in.
Yeah.
So Serena walks in on Lily and Ruth, and Lily grounds that ass, of course. That means nothing to Serena. She immediately leaves the house.
Yeah. Serena was off the chain.
She's sneaking. So Dan pulls up on his catering.
Selfish.
I forgot to mention earlier when Homeboy was at Roof Dog Industries with Jenny. His family owns a catering company.
Yeah.
And Dan was like, all right, I guess I'll get a job at the catering company.
Yeah.
And it turns out, so he pulls up to the first job at the catering company. It's the fucking Seder.
Yeah.
It's Wallace Shawn's Seder.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
And then, this is my favorite part of the whole episode. Eleanor is like, you look familiar.
You worked for me before.
Do you think she was fucking with him? She had to be fucking with him, right? I can't tell. Sometimes I can't tell Eleanor. She's like, because she's an asshole. She's like my new favorite character too. But I feel like she'll be like mean to people. But I feel like I can't tell if she was like also just like, I don't know who you are really.
She probably didn't. She probably knew it was like one of Blair's little friends.
Yeah.
But he was like, basically, they was having a conversation. She was like, I need you to stay. This is gonna be a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Wallace Shawn's mom's coming. She don't like me. Like
that was a weird storyline.
Yeah.
They never talked about that.
Except for one time she said something. Like, but she was like, I need you to stay. I'll double your pay. And the other girl that was working with Dan was like, I need the money.
Yeah.
Because Dan was like, I'm not trying to serve Knishes
to Blair. Man, fuck that.
He said, we don't serve Knishes at Seder.
Yeah, the disrespect to the Jewish community in this episode.
Yeah, the Seder.
Y'all know y'all been to a Seder. Everybody's
one
been
thing was
to a
funny
Seder.
though. So Blair's trying to talk to Nate, and Nate, before she even get the sentence out, so about I'm going to Columbia.
Yeah. Yeah,
You knew
he's
he
like,
was
let me
gonna
stop
say
you right
that?
there.
Stop right there.
Excuse me, I'm going to Columbia.
I'm going to Columbia.
I don't want to hear
I
it.
don't want to hear what you're talking about. So Wallace, Shawn, and Serena is in the closet, I think.
Yeah.
Talking.
Yeah, let's go in here. Let's go in here. We'll talk around. Nobody can see us here.
And then she comes out and says, I got married. And then
Yeah.
Dan immediately walks by with a plate like, you got what?
Yeah. He was like, "What the fuck you doing?" He's like, "Are you working this Seder?"
Yeah,
He's
well,
like,
yes. No. Yes, no, well, you know. So Dan and Serena talking, she tells him the story.
Yeah.
He said, this shit had me rolling, but it was like two on the nose. I was like, who wrote this shit? This comedy writer wrote this one. He was like, you're the wife of the gentry, and I'm a cater waiter at a Seder.
That was a great line. Yeah, Jay was funny in this shit too. This is a funny ass episode. And then did Rufus Lily came up? Is that after that?
Oh, yeah, this is after. Yeah, Ruth and Lily. Oh, at that rehearsal dinner, Nate being indignant. You know, he's, oh, my dad. Blah, 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 blah,
Oh
blah.
yeah, his acting was good in that scene.
Yeah, he
I
was
like
good.
how, man. I was like, Nate was like, yo, because this is what you talking about when he found out his dad, the grandfather turned in daddy.
Yeah.
So I was like, what do you think of that? It was crazy.
I think it was, his dad was fucking up.
Yeah, like when we found out later.
Yeah,
the real
when we
deal,
found- we'll
at first
get-
I was like, the way Nate probably took it was like, oh, he probably never liked my dad. He probably tried to get him. He was trying to get rid of him anyway.
Oh, we skipped over some stuff. That's okay
It's all
though.
good.
We're gonna be right there. Ruth and Lily pull up to the Seder. They see Dan.
Yeah, he's like,
why you dressed like
yeah.
that?
He was like, oh, you know how it is. You know? Yeah, you know, I ain't got no clothes. You know, reporting.
And what's her name? Blair, Eleanor was like, Dan, I need you to do this and make your clothes look better.
Yeah.
Look presentable. And Ruth goes, that was kind of rude.
That was so funny. I mean, he just no one. I love that. I like episodes like this where it's like a lot of like mishaps.
Yeah.
And shenanigans.
That shit, it was funny. This one was good. Serena, everybody lying at the damn thing. Everybody getting their lie on. Because Dan don't want his dad to know he's working. Serena don't want her mom to know she's married.
Absolutely.
Oh, shit is crazy. So then Nate gives the nasty speech about Grandpa. Saying
Yeah.
he ruined my family. I was like, why you got to do that? Why something always got to happen in public? Take
I
that
know,
shit to the
that's
fucking
the
Wallace
big
Shawn
thing.
closet.
That's like we gotta watch the OC after this because that's like the whole style. Like
Yeah.
it's like there's always an event. Why you always got events all the time?
Yeah,
It's like,
always got
it's like,
events,
there's
and
always
some
a
salacious gonna
party.
happen every event.
Yeah. He's
I
like,
bet
let
you
me
people that show up to these events that just to be like, ooh, I know something gonna go down.
That'd be the other show is just like, man, you trying to go to that party? I think they're gonna do something wild
gonna do
tonight.
some wild-
I feel like
somebody
Nate
gonna say some crazy
learn
shit.
something. But he was real mad. He was like, yo, I thought we was family, and then Blair didn't know what was going on. She was just kind of like, man, what's going on?
What's happening?
I didn't
It's a
understand
family,
Tripp's
right?
angle. Did you understand what was Tripp's angle when he
I
was
think
talking
Tripp's
about?
just like a family man.
So
He's a family guy.
He was mad at.
Not a family guy.
Was he mad at Nate when he said basically he went to Blair and was kind of like, you make sure you take care of him. Like he should kind of. It was a weird scene. I couldn't figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
He was just telling Blair like, you know, family's what matters. So don't fuck up to Blair. But I didn't know what he was talking
I
about.
think he was just taking the side of the grandpa, being like,
Oh,
family gotta.
but why did Tripp tell him that then?
I don't
Tripp was the one that told him.
I really don't get this story, honestly.
Basically-
it's above my pay grade.
It's the Vanderbilt level.
Vanderbilt level. I'm not up there yet. I'm on the Eleanor level. Eleanor
I'm
Waldorf.
on the Jenny and West level.
So Gabriel shows up to the Seder.
Yeah,
Like-
which is crazy. His name is Gabriel, and they got him sitting in Elijah's chair.
Elijah's chair.
That's some bullshit right there.
Gossip
yeah.
Girl says, Baruch atah, Dios
And that's-
mío.
and that's Army
Looks
Hammer,
like
for
this
those who don't
Seder is
know.
going to get his Spanish Inquisition.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Would you be spoken in Spanish?
Baruch atah, Dios mío.
It sounded like
what?
she 80 that shit too. Like it was like
Yeah.
Barucatay, adios míos.
Yeah.
Looks like somebody's
Looks
gonna
like
get
this Seder is going to get its Spanish Inquisition.
when Gossip Girl pops up at the weirdest times.
Yeah. So Serena playing Gabriel. She bring
Yeah.
Dan to the whole thing, talking about we still
Yeah.
together. Like, I don't know what you talking about. Like, we still together.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing. And then he's like, what? You didn't tell me you had a boyfriend.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's like I'm gonna stay.
yeah.
And then Eleanor's like, you want to come? You can kick it.
Come join
and
us.
disrespect Elijah like that.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Take Elijah's chair.
Yeah.
One chair is open for Elijah. That shit was funny when Wallace Shawn was like, that chair's for Elijah. When Dan sit down at the table.
Yeah,
But
I like
anyway,
that.
Granddad goes up to Blair and is like, you got 5 minutes to fix
Yeah.
it. I'm like, damn, why you put all this pressure on her?
I know. Yeah.
Tell him to go talk to her ass. Why you put all this pressure on Blair?
Yeah,
She
like,
can't-
go do
you got
something.
5 minutes to fix it. Are you out of here?
Yeah.
Give me back your.
Yeah. Like.
She ripped the bridesmaid dress off.
Yeah, it was
He take
great.
one strand.
She was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it. But Blair looks lost. She don't know what's
She
going
don't know
on.
what the hell's going on.
She's not ready for this world.
She don't know her
She
ass
don't-
from a hole in the ground. That's when somebody's lost. They don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. They look down at the hole in the ground and goes, is that my ass?
That's how you know you got monkeypox. So I'm gonna regret all these monkeypox jokes when it turns into like the greatest pandemic in history.
I know. Yeah, that's way, y'all thought COVID was crazy. Monkeypox.
Can you imagine it? First we had to stay in house, and the next year is like no sex.
No sex.
It's just like no sex for the rest of the 2 years. Then it's gonna be Donald Trump as president. He's gonna be like, we're doing 15 days of no sex. Oh my God. Okay.
So the Seder is going nuts.
It's wild.
And Wallace Shawn talking too long, this shit had me rolling because he kept being like, now we got to take some parts. And Ella was like, can we eat? Like, we going to get to eat something? I'm hungry. Like, we still ain't got to.
And he's like, I got the brisket. I know you made brisket earlier. Where the brisket at?
He said, now we can get it started. He said, it's just now starting. They've been sitting at this table for like an hour.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't no food. This shit is killing me. Wallace Shawn.
Disrespected.
Everybody going crazy because Gabriel looking at Dan and Serena, and then Rufus and Lily like, don't tell me y'all back
I
together.
know, they just like,
"God,
man,
Lee,
they just like, I don't want to hear it.
what's going on? And then Eleanor's like, Dan, why you sitting down? And like, that chair's for Elijah.
Yeah.
It's like, all this shit is going insane because everybody's like lying to each other and is going nuts. And Gabriel like, man, nah, I don't know. Something ain't right.
Yeah, I don't believe this shit. And also, real quick, mini story. Rufus is thinking about trying to get. There's an art dealer there, and he's trying to like sell him his art, make a little money. The art dealer's being an asshole. Yeah, he's being like, so you know any artists I know? And Bruce's like, yeah. They all
every
worth
artist
it.
you should know.
Yeah, they all tight. Yeah.
I wish they'd called him a bitch. If I wrote, he would have called him a bitch. Yeah, every he was like, any artist I should be looking into? You'd be looking at all my goddamn artists.
Yeah, we answering that stupid ass
Bitch
question. What the fuck you doing at the Seder anyway?
Yeah, why you here, bro? But I think that's Wallace Shawn hooking up Rufus. No.
Oh no, Lily did
hooking
that.
up Rufus.
Yeah.
Through Wallace
That's the
Shawn.
whole reason they there.
I like Lily. Lily and Wallace Shawn should be together. This is a good.
That'd be a fun
good
one.
couple. That'd be hilarious. So Chuck being weird with Jenny.
Wallace Shawn is just mad. He's like, he took my girl.
Yeah.
He's like, not enough. I told ya.
Chuck being weird with Jenny because Jenny and they're playing Monopoly with Homeboy. They on like a date.
Right.
And she and they're playing Monopoly with the homeboy, and then Chuck walk in with this girl, and they have like a little tiff where she's like, "You lucky I ain't tell my dad what you did to me."
They brought back from the first
episode. Now, and this is why that part was in the preview.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh man, I was like scared that Jenny was like gonna be at home alone with Chuck. Like,
yeah.
But why was he messing with her at this moment? Like,
what you mean?
When he walked in with that girl, he like walked over and like saw them on a date, and he was just like being slimy.
Oh, I think he's just being an asshole because he's depressed because Blair went with Nate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's just taking it out on Jenny. She's the only one there in the house, but then hooks up with, like, he's basically slutting himself out. Like, he's just like, he's like depressed that Blair is with Nate or whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting. But
that was crazy. But she like went off on him like, "You like I ain't tell my dad," because
it was cool to see her.
Because he basically was saying like, "You don't live here yet," and she was like, "Well, we about to."
Why would I want to live with your fucking
you
sexual
weirdo.
assault ass?
Yeah.
And then oof, that's rough.
Yeah, rough scene.
Yeah.
But
then Wes is like, you mind if I get the thimble in this next game?
Yeah, they always using the thimble. That's always like a cheap joke. When anytime somebody's playing,
Oh, that
Monopoly,
was a joke. That's funny. I literally just made that joke, forgetting that they made that joke in the episode.
What else was I watching? I can't say. But I can't say what else I was watching. It was a porno. No.
They did it. It was like an awkward scene in the porno, and they were like, I'll have the thimble.
No, there was a thimble joke in Nope. But they always, every time there's like
you could say it. It's going to be out by then.
Oh, yeah. Every time they play Monopoly.
Actually, don't tell me because I want to see it.
Yeah, you want to see it. Every time somebody's playing Monopoly in a TV show or movie, they always go, "Hey, there's a thimble. Oh, the thimble."
Yeah. Is it because we just obsessed with the word thimble? Like, we don't, as a culture, we just don't know what it is. Like, we don't know what it means.
I mean, I feel like the hat is like, I mean, I guess the thimble is Whack.
But what the fuck is a thimble?
It's the thing
Oh.
you put on your finger when you're
When you're sewing, so you don't stick your finger with the needle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense why Jenny wanted it, because she's a sewer.
That makes it even more whack. That shit's weak.
I only know thimbles from the film Hook, Captain Hook, Peter Pan. They used a thimble when they were kissing each other. They would give each other, and that was how they kissed as kids. It was like a kid thing. All right.
Man,
I'm going to look directly at the camera. Also, can we talk about the burgers and fries? Jenny prepared a meal. Them shits look good as fuck.
I didn't see it. What was
it? They were eating burgers and fries. That was up for the date. They were playing Monopoly and it had a bunch of burgers and fries. Them shits
from
looked
McDonald's?
It was like, it looked like a sliders. It looked like a bunch of sliders. Man, I'm hungry. That was good.
So Grandpa goes up to Nate and's like, you know what? Fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
get it.
ratted your dad out.
Yeah.
But I talked to him first. And he didn't want to give up the life.
Yeah, he was too attached to the crime.
So I had to call the SEC.
I get why he did it at that. No, I still don't. I would have never done that. You can't put a homie, your grandfather, your son. I would have been like.
He was a whack ass dad though.
He was
coked
whack.
out.
Yeah, he was crazy. I mean, is there another way to get rid of him? I would have. If he's rich as hell, I would have just had some dudes kidnap him, beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, and tell him to stop.
Yeah.
After they beat him, they go, now stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stop it.
Stop it.
Captain.
Yeah.
And they take his hand and they go, stop
But
it.
you remember, even when he was committing the crimes, even Nate was being a snitch. They was all.
That's what I'm saying, like, he
the
can't
Vanderbilts
even-
is a snitch ass family, I guess.
I don't. You can't
That's why I
snitch
go
on
to
your own
Vanderbilt
family.
University,
Like,
'cause
how
I'll
do you
never
ever
tell.
forgive that? Like, how does he ever forgive? Like, if someone in my family put me in jail, I'm never gonna forgive them.
Yeah.
Like ever.
Yeah, but he was basically like, but since we all telling the truth,
Yeah.
your homegirl Blair over there, guess what she did to you
Yeah, let me
tonight,
tell you, man, yo,
homeboy?
she ain't loyal.
She ain't loyal.
Cue the Chris Brown song at this moment. Nate is mad.
Yeah,
He
Nate's
don't want to
mad.
know that.
He don't know what's going on. Nate don't know his ass from the hole in the ground.
He's so mad. I feel bad for Nate.
Yeah, he's going
He
through
ain't
it.
got nobody.
He ain't got
can't
nobody to
nobody.
trust.
Yeah.
He got nobody to trust. So back at the Seder. Meanwhile, back at the Seder, while Ashad trying to get through the dip the parsley.
Yeah, he's still like, man, we ain't eating yet.
Yeah.
Then he got it's time for the wine, and then everyone's fucking up too. Like,
Yeah.
what's the name? It was like,
You're not supposed to drink the wine until we do the prayer.
Serena was like, this wine is good. This is vintage. He's like, you ain't supposed to drink it.
the wine.
Yeah, you stupid motherfucker. I would have been so mad. Like, I'm real religious, so don't fuck up the Seder like that.
Yeah, and it was a mess. But that's when everything started hitting the fan. Like Gabriel, they start figuring it out. Everybody
Yeah.
started coming clean with their lives. Everybody
It's
started
the same
figuring it out.
structure as our episode, my episode 3, that I wrote for Grand Crew.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how we wrote it in that same structure.
tight.
Secrets.
I don't remember. I didn't watch.
It's my favorite episode of the series.
So Blair blowing it with Nate.
Yeah, she don't know what's going on. Like, she's sorry. Like, I feel bad. I kind of got emotional in the scene.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I felt bad for both of them. It seemed like they could have worked it out, but what can you do?
Yeah, you think they could have, but I don't know, man. I'm sick of Blair. Blair needs to learn her lesson. She keeps every time it sounds like she learns her lesson.
But Nate, we'll get to the Nate scene, but like,
Yeah.
I mean the Chuck scene when him and Nate are talking, I think he explains it to me. He's basically saying, we'll just talk about it, but he's like, you can't hold people, you can't expect her to go from 0 to 60. She's like, she's getting there, but it's like he's not, it's like it's hard for her to get to that place, but she gonna get there.
Yeah.
It's just going slower, just like Chuck. Like, you think Chuck is a good dude, then the next thing you know, he does something, he's out here
does some
back
whack
in these
shit.
streets
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
But that's how it always is,
Yeah.
That's how it is, right, Anya, Casey?
Right.
That's right.
Man, they are completely on the internet watching
Yeah.
YouTube.
They're
right
watching
now.
YouTube videos. They're watching cooking videos. They're watching smoking and grilling with AB.
Today we're gonna do smothered pork
going on,
chops. Ooh, so I like to get all the ingredients out together first and make it easy on you.
got your
You know what I'm
salt?
saying? That's
You
like
got your
grandma
pepper?
thought it.
You got your W sauce.
Got your W
He calls
sauce.
it
Yeah, I
W
love when he
sauce.
said W sauce.
You don't want to say Worcestershire.
I be putting
sauce.
W sauce all the time.
So, Serena talking to Lily.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, being like, I want to be able to do what I want to do.
I
It's
hated
like,
the scene. I
yeah,
wanted
it
to
was
kill
the
myself.
worst scene.
I was like, oh my God, just Serena. Like, it's like every time I've tried to like Serena. She just says this shit that I'm just like, God.
Well, Mom, I miss the old me.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna get
miss
mad at
the
me
old
not making
Kanye.
mistakes, like, what are you saying? What are you literally saying? Like, I want to fuck up.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I want to make mistakes, and you still have to love me.
Yeah,
Like,
it was so weird.
it
It
was
was
just-
like, you should let me fuck up more. I don't want to be good anymore.
Yeah.
I want to do what I
I
want.
don't like living like that. I don't like living good. So Gabriel left.
Yeah.
Serena catches up to him, and they're not really
I love
married.
the waiter. I think that waiter's going to be a big part. They give her way too many lines.
Oh,
in
she's
that
like, the
scene.
high guy? The high guy at
just
dinner?"
laughed.
He laughed.
There's no reason she needed that line.
Yeah. So they're not really married. He was like, I don't know that guy. Could have been a gardener. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
we not really married. But they kissing, and like Gossip Girl says, just as Serena's falling in love, Blair is falling apart.
Yeah.
Because Blair runs up, hugs
Absolutely.
Serena, ruins the moment, and Gabriel's like, another
I
thing.
know, man. I know, come on, man.
Yeah.
Can I just get with my girl, Serena? This is my wife.
Yeah. So Chuck gets a knock on his door. Mm-hmm. After he kicks, because he kicks the girl out.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause he realized
he's
that-
like, I had sex with her already.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, and he was like, "You don't remember this?" Like, soon as he bit,
She
soon as
remembered,
She
though.
bit him, and he was like, "Wait a minute, we've done this before. I know your teeth marks."
Yeah. He's like, I know that. I know when those fangs hit my collarbone.
Yeah, yeah. And she was like, "Yes, you don't remember?"
Yes, I bit you last time. I
Yeah.
wanted to do it again
Yeah.
to remind you.
And he
That
was
was
like,
crazy.
"You could see yourself out." And he goes out there with Jenny, and she's in it.
Have you ever said that to somebody?
What? You can see yourself
Yeah, out
out?
of your house.
Nah, I wish. I ain't never been able to do that. That would be tight though.
Yeah, you gotta.
You can
It's,
see
you gotta.
yourself
It's,
out.
a lot of tension needs to happen. You need like a lot of tension in the room, and then you'll be like, you can see yourself out.
Yeah,
One
that shit would
day.
be hard. I don't know. But then, like, Jenny goes, like, cuss his ass out.
Absolutely.
Tell him how wacky he is or whatever.
Yep.
I think I might be mixing up a few scenes, but I'm getting here. This episode was moving fast, and I had only a certain amount of time. I couldn't really pause, so I had to get here because I knew Anya was running the show today, and she's a hard ass. But
She's like, what's the rate? Hey.
so
But yeah, she gave Chuck the business.
Yeah.
No, Chuck apologized.
yeah, yeah. Chuck he apologized.
I think you got the scenes back.
Yeah, she gave
Yeah.
Chuck the business, and he apologized for what he did. He's like, if you move in, I won't be around.
Mm-hmm.
So then Chuck gets a knock on his door. I prayed it wasn't Jenny. I was like, please.
I know. I had a bad feeling.
Please.
You know why? Because they play that Yeah, Yeah, Yeah song.
Yeah.
Which I love that song. But I kept thinking, man, the way this song is playing, they're playing it like Jenny's finna go fuck Chuck right now. And I was like,
I
no,
don't
please
want
don't
that.
do
Please,
it.
please.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do
But
it.
I
Don't
was
do
so
it.
glad it was more about this other thing that happened.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
get my humdingers ready.
Yeah. So it's Nate. The fellas need to have a drink. The fellas got to talk, and that's when they talk about what we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And so they downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Ruth and Lily see Chuck washing the dishes. And
Yeah.
he says, "I'm gonna sell the gallery."
You talking
That's
about
how-
Dan? Yeah.
Yeah. Rufus is gonna sell his art gallery.
Yeah.
First thing I thought was, what will become of Vanessa's coffee shop?
I know. Vanessa gonna be like, oh, that's all I got.
How you gonna
I've
sell
been
the
sleeping
gallery?
here.
Yeah. How you gonna sell the gallery? You're not gonna tell me you selling the gallery,
Yeah.
homeboy.
Rufus, I can't wait for the Rufus Vanessa showdown.
Oh yeah, over the gallery.
Yeah, they gonna be mad. Oh, you know it'd be tight if he sold it to her.
She can't buy that shit.
You never know. I mean, I don't know. But
Serena
yeah,
and
but he
Blair-
ain't happy. I like that. He was like, what the fuck I'm doing selling art?
Yeah, I don't
even
even
like
like that shit no
art.
more. Serena and Blair laid up
I've
in
been
bed.
wasting my life away.
Blair's in the bed sulking, and I'm gonna go. Somebody wants to speak to you, Blair. Mm-hmm. It's Nate.
Yeah.
He left Chuck.
Yeah.
After Chuck and him had that conversation, he was like, he said, it's time to get a new drink. He said, I'll get it for you. Motherfucker never came back.
I know.
I'd have been mad. I was fucked up.
What the fuck you supposed- First of all, give me the drink.
Yeah.
But also, like, he definitely could have been like, I gotta go.
I gotta go.
I
gotta go. You didn't have to say, I'll go get you another drink and then
Yeah.
run off.
That
Shit was
weird.
nuts.
But also, like, just to button up that scene is like, they kind of had a cool little reconciliation because remember they were dating the same girl, but
Yeah.
then it at least seems like they back friends again.
Yeah. I mean, he leaves. Nate pulls up right after she apologized to Wallace Shawn. Wallace Shawn said he'll get her a meeting at NYU.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Nate's there. And I just put in my notes, what the fuck is this show? There's always something going on in this fucking show.
It was a lot happening in that scene. It was kind of chaotic, but
it's-
like I think just Blair going to NYU is kind of a humdinger. But I won't shake the bells for that because I'm saving it.
But are you shaking the bells for this?
I guess so. This is all we got.
Serena calls
That's all we
Gabriel.
got.
Serena calls Gabriel and says, "I'd love to see you again," or whatever she says.
Yeah.
And then she leaves a message.
Mm-hmm.
And then a woman's hand picks up the phone. It's motherfucking Poppy.
No, I think it.
I don't think it's a I don't know,
Poppy.
man. Something about this.
It's Poppy.
It's Poppy.
Hey,
So, like, Poppy was supposed to have left. Poppy was supposed to have left Spain early because they got into it, and that's when Serena and Homeboy had their passionate night.
Let me tell you something.
But he's still with Poppy.
That's the humdinger because
They got some slick shit going on.
that's what it, to me, what, I mean, I'm trying not to spoil nothing, but what I'm seeing from the scene, and they think about it, Poppy left, right?
Yeah.
And he's still with her. Now, after she said, he's like, I want to date you, I want to be your boyfriend. Now he's back with Poppy. It's a humdinger. It's a goddamn humdinger.
Man, I guess.
We'll
Poppy
see.
was like, tell me everything. He's just looking like,
No, what I'm saying is it looks like this is a plan.
It is a plan.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, man, I'm sick of this shit. I don't want to show no more. Terrence Howard and Idris Elba is coming in next week.
No.
I'm done.
No, it will just be me and Idris, because I said it's a humdinger.
All right, fair enough. You think it's a humdinger? What
No,
do you
it wasn't. Honestly, it wasn't. That whole Gabriel thing was bull. I honestly, like, I'm gonna be real. I don't know if this is gonna happen. I promise you, I'm not spoiling it. Because I genuinely don't know.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought that the humdinger was gonna be Jenny and Chuck. I was like, that's definitely gonna happen.
And I didn't want. I
Which
just.
I didn't want that to happen, but I was like, that would have been the thing.
That would've been a humdinger.
That would have like lost my shit. But
That would've been a humdinger. That
This
would've-
was like, because I don't care about this Gabriel character.
Yeah, that honestly would have been a better humdinger than fucking Poppy coming back and they got some type of plan against
That was
Serena.
Poppy, right?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Poppy. Big Poppy.
All right.
I just.
What do you rate this? Let's wrap this up.
Go
so I
ahead,
can
rate
go
it.
eat some food. I'll give this a 2. I didn't like this episode.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I wanted to shake the bells.
You wanted to
man.
shake the bells.
I just
All right,
wanted
you
to shake
fine.
the
You kick
bells.
the bells on the
Can a
ground.
brother shake his bells? Come on, man. That's all I wanted to do today. I'll give it a 2.5. It was kind of weak. I mean, the comedy, I think this episode was all comedy,
That
no
was comedy.
humdinger.
Yeah. So that's
so XOXO. Whew.
I'm gonna give it a. I do think the episode was funny, and I was wanting that. I'm happy that I got to laugh
Yeah.
during the episode. So I'm gonna score it a little bit higher than yours, but not much.
Okay.
2.687.
All right, cool.
So
That's not much at all.
XOXO.
Hatcha.
Not you.
All right.
What you got for me in the news?
All right, let's check
They
it out.
didn't watch it. They don't get the score.
Yeah, you don't get the score shit. 'Cause you don't be
They don't
watching.
ever watch the
That was
episode.
Oh, I
Casey's
watched this
shit.
episode.
You watch this
It's the
episode?
first episode I ever watched.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you
What'd you
think
score
it?
it?
2.5 sounds right.
2.5?
Okay.
So that's XOXO.
XOXO. It's so funny because it really does hurt more. If I was like the creator of the show and I got a low score, I'd be like, damn. That's
Yeah,
it.
I'm
That's
sorry.
all the XOs.
I hope y'all are listening.
I want some more
We love
XOs.
watching the show. I still love the show. I'm not giving up on the show.
All right, so
But
here,
that,
check it
that
out.
Poppy scene, it felt like unnecessary drama. You know,
It
that's
felt
one
like
thing
they
about
were
these
ran-
drama shows that take me out of it personally.
Yeah.
Is when it feels like, okay, now you're just throwing spaghetti
No,
at the
that's
wall.
exactly what's happening. Wait, what episode are we on? What number?
This is
it?
21 of season
almost
2.
over, yeah.
We're almost done with season 2.
Yeah, that's a little rough. There should be a little more humdinger than that.
A little bit more humble
to
because
be-
like
to
what's
be
going to
close.
happen? What's the ending? That Poppy and Gabriel going to fucking kidnap Serena?
Yeah.
Probably. That's probably going to be what it's going to be.
It's probably.
Man.
I'm sorry. So Joe Biden, he went ham on a reporter over polling questions. So I think my question was more like, who do you think in the show would you want to be Biden's press secretary?
Trip.
Trip, yeah, I like Trip, and that's Topher Grace, right?
I don't know.
He
I don't
looked
think
just
so.
like Topher Grace, that guy. I feel like him. I feel like Jenny would be a good Biden press secretary. Be like, all right, He's not taking any more questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then she started gulping. Jenny did a lot of gulping this episode. That's why I thought her and Chuck was gonna smash because she kept being like she would say something crazy to him
like
and
something
then get
happened.
nervous around him. I was like, man, don't let him manipulate you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That's weird. Yeah. So then Rick Ross, he says that he doesn't share Meek Mill's taste for eating ass. Mm-hmm. So who do you think eats ass on the show and who doesn't?
But he does like to be peed on. Is that what he said?
I don't remember that part of the headline.
Yeah. Not be peed on. He said he does like to pee on.
Rick Ross does?
Yeah, he said I don't
What
like
person
to.
wants Rick Ross to pee on them? That's the most insane.
Yeah. So I think this is it. Who doesn't eat ass on the show?
No, who doesn't? Who do you think eats ass? Who doesn't eat ass? On the
I think
cast?
Chuck eat a little ass.
I think he's been around. He's been outside the country. He's probably explores.
And eating ass is gender neutral. It's equal opportunity ass eating out there.
I feel like Serena be eating ass.
Serena probably eat ass. Serena probably ate Gabriel's ass.
I bet she ate Dan's ass. Dan was like, whoa, what? That's why he's so stuck on her. He's like, man, what if we
You got married in Spain after you ate my ass?
I think, but Blair does not eat ass at all.
Blair don't eat ass.
I don't think she lets people eat her ass.
No. I bet you sex with Blair is whack. Sex with Blair is whack.
Okay, so there was a Instacart driver. He calls out a customer she called out this customer on Instagram for canceling her order when it was over $125. So who do you think would do that on our show?
Say that again.
An Instacart driver was on Instagram calling out one of the customers for canceling the order last minute. Oh. Who do you think would do that?
Dan would do that because he needs to work for Instacart to get to college.
ICDC.
I said ICDC.
All right, that's the news. That's all I got.
That's the news for the day. Now you can snooze for the night. That's what I'm about to start saying. Please follow us on Instagram at XOXO Gossip Kings _podcast. Please send us your user spotters. I know I had a ton of spotters this week. We'll get back to the user spotters.
We got a bunch in the cooker. There's a good one.
We got a bunch in the cooker, I guess, as Lamar says. We'll get back to the user spotters. You know, when y'all agreed to do the user spotters, y'all understood that user spotters would be used if we didn't have spotters. And we did have some spotters this week.
I had a lot of spotters.
But we still appreciate you. Don't ever feel
I got a quick
unappreciated.
spotted. I didn't tell mine.
What is it?
I was at. Do you remember that show, Smilf?
Yeah.
I saw her at the restaurant the other day.
Oh, okay, tight. I wouldn't be if she walked up in here and slapped me in the face. I wouldn't know who that was. Someone slapped me in the face. But that's tight.
Yeah.
Smilf at the restaurant. Spotted.
There you go.
We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for listening. Always.
Bye-bye.
What else should I say to you before we get out of here? Any plugs, Lamar? Tell people to watch the movie. Watch.
Oh yeah. Watch It's a Party.
You know
why you should watch it? Because that movie is an independent movie. I finance. It's owned by the black man in America, and if you watch it, the money goes to me directly.
And don't you want to give Lamar some money?
Yeah.
Give Lamar some money. He's in here with a tank top on.
Look at me. I got no clothes. This is my outfit.
You got these Walmart basketball shorts on.
Shut up.
It's a polo sock. You working out a polo sock? Boy, I'm on your head. Boy, I'm on your head. Boy, hell no, boy. You got the motherfucking Rachi steppers on.
You got the grandma going to Walmart sweatpants. Man, them white socks look beige.
Hell no, boy. I just pulled these out the pack, boy.
Man, your humdinger bells ain't even humdinging.
Don't kick my humdinger bells. We'll see you next time.
Man, they got a Clippers jersey from In-N-Out. All right, see you.
That was a Headgum podcast.